So we're here at Sycamore High School for the final day of the GCYFL season. We have 3 games going on today at 3 sites. We are here at Sycamore for the Bearcat bracket. We also have the Buckeye bracket is going on at Mason High School, and at Talawanda is the Bobcat bracket. But this is the championship game here, the K1 division of the Sycamore, of the Bearcat bracket at Sycamore. We have Beavercreek Black, the number 3 seed there, taking on Edgewood, the number 1 seed. Wrapping up our introductions here. I think we just had the Edgewood Cougars introduced, and Beavercreek's already got their defense out there ready to go. Edgewood getting final handshakes. Congratulations on making it this far. And we will see their offense. Looks like we're going to see the Edgewood offense out there to start things. Edgewood got here. They defeated Kings Red in the playoffs. Beavercreek defeated Oak Hills Red. I don't believe these two played in the regular season. Edgewood got on a bit of winning streak late in the season. Let's see if they can continue that here to a championship in the Bearcat bracket. There is the offense heading out there. And the Beavercreek defense, they approached the line of scrimmage themselves. Great turnout from Edgewood here. The Cowbells I've heard so much about, they are definitely here. Beavercreek's got a nice turnout on the other side as well. Coaches will be on the field for this game to get the line their players up and get them ready for the play. Of course, they can't interfere once play begins, but they can get them ready, and that is what they are doing right now. 8 minutes, 8-minute quarters here. The final day of the season. We started way back in August, mid-August, and here we are in November. Everyone got an extra hour to prepare or rest, one of the two. And we are ready to go as Edgewood breaks the huddle. Looks like I have Landon Barbary as quarterback, I believe, number 24. They get themselves set and gets one final proof of the coach, and here's the snap. Barbary is going to hand it off to Lyons. He's around the right and brought down. So that was Owen Lyons with the carry, brought down by Cooper Stringer. And about a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 for Edgewood. Don't waste a lot of time, get back to the line. That snap is fumbled, and Barbary just has to fall on it. So no gain, if anything, there. Bring up a 3rd down for Edgewood quickly. And their coaches just, they don't even really get huddle. The coaches just tell them what to do, and they're ready to go. Barbary takes the snap. This is a handoff to the left. Trying to cut back, Driscoll is brought down by Cohen Wegner. That was Cash Driscoll on the carry. We 4th down for Edgewood, and they are going to punt, not wasting a lot of time. Some teams like to use up some clock, but not Edgewood. They like going fast, apparently. But this drive is going to end with a punt. The ball will move 25 yards downfield, and Beavercreek will have it. It'll probably be about the 35 where they will start, with 6:30 remaining. Yep, it'll be right at the 35, actually. Both teams starting at the 35. And so Beavercreek starts at the 35 with 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Edgewood, the defense, not taking a lot of time breaking the huddle. Beavercreek getting themselves set. Here is the snap. And it is a handoff to Van Winkle. The left side's got a little bit of room before he's brought down by Jones. So number 10, Jackson Van Winkle, gets the first carry for Beavercreek. He picks up about 3 yards. The Beavers quickly back up to the line. Ready to go. In these tight formations that we see at the younger divisions. Got Evan Drager at quarterback taking the snaps. He just goes right ahead up the middle, slipped through a tackle, still on his feet, taking off downfield. It's going to be a race to the goal line. There's one man who has a chance. Drager is not going to get caught, and he's going to go all the way 62 yards on the second play of the game for Beavercreek. A 62-yard touchdown by the quarterback, Evan Drager. Just 50 seconds into their opening possession. There is now 5:40 showing on the clock. Great start for Beavercreek, the number 3 seed in this game, actually, the underdog, if you will. Let's see, they got a 3 and out to start the game, and in 2 plays, they are in the end zone and ahead 6-0, and a chance to add another point with the conversion attempt. They're going to be doing it from the left hash here. Drager, that play just saw some room right up the middle, just up the, looked like between the center and guard, and just took off, and Edgewood, by the time he was in the secondary, slipped through 1 tackle, and he was gone. So Drager with Van Winkle behind him. This one's going to fake a handoff to Van Winkle. Drager around the edge and into the end zone for the extra point. It is good, and Beavercreek off to a great start. 7-0 Beavercreek with 5:40 to go in the first quarter.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
So Edgewood for their second possession. There's a flag as they line up here. I think somebody, and it looks like Beavercreek had too many men on the field as someone's running off. So Edgewood's going to get a little boost here, a 5-yard head start here on this drive. They'll go to the 40. It'll be 1st and 5 for Edgewood to start this drive. I doubt you'll see the hold off. They'll probably just go right at it as they did that first drive. Barbary under center. He is going to hand it off to Driscoll again. He bounces off 1 tackler, going backwards, and dragged down in the backfield by number 22 for Beavercreek. That's Cooper Stringer with the tackle. A big loss on that play. They got 5 yards on the penalty, and they gave it right back and more. They're back at the 33-yard line, a 7-yard loss. Makes it 2nd and I believe 12 from the 33. Great job by that Beavercreek defense. They stopped him, and then they kept coming. Didn't just assume the stop was going to be made, and brought him down to the backfield. So Edgewood looking for some answers early on offense. This is going to be a handoff to the right. He's got some blocking, bounces it outside, and brought down. The ball came out, but I believe it was down. It came out as it hit the ground. Was Couch on that carry. Jace Couch with the run. Evan Drager, the opposing quarterback, brought him down at the 37, about a 10-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 7, or excuse me, just a 5-yard gain at the 38. 3rd and actually call it 8 here. Here's a snap. Another handoff. Edgewood using all the running backs here. He's got, what a nice cut back to the right. Slipped through another tackle. And Edgewood have a chance to bring it right here. This is Chad May, or excuse me, Grayson. Owen Lyons is going to go all the way. Number 5, Owen Lyons with a great run. Saw the hole. Cut back, broke through a couple tackles. And Owen Lyons goes 62 yards for a touchdown, matching the 62-yard run for Beavercreek, and Edgewood has a chance to tie this game up. It is right now 7-6. Beavercreek ahead, but Edgewood will go for the extra point. 3:55 remaining. A great start to this game. Edgewood went 3 and out, but after that we had a big touchdown run by Beavercreek. Edgewood answers right back. What a start to this game, this day of football we have here, the final day of the season for the GCYFL. Edgewood breaks the huddle. Coaches with some final instructions to the line. Barbary has Driscoll and a blocker. It's going to be actually the blocker, the up man, 91. Bruises his way in. Great job by Rhett Dingledine for the conversion. Beavercreek using all their, Edgewood using all their weapons to tie this score. It is now 7-7 with 3:54 remaining in the first quarter.
When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven score to show your support.
So it's Beavercreek's turn now. Both teams with touchdown drives. The score is tied 7-7 here in the first quarter. This Edgewood crowd cheering on their defense with a little more zest after they've tied the score. We got a new quarterback brought down in the backfield. That was Nolan Gilbert attempting to run, but he was brought down by Bentley Rourke for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, Beavercreek. This is where they broke their run right up the middle last drive. The second play. This time, and they try it again right up the middle. And this time, Edgewood is ready for it. He's not going down though. He's still up, broke through that tackle. Do we have a whistle? I think we might have had forward progress stopped. So, a tough run. Great job not going down by Nolan Gilbert. He kept his legs churning, got back to the original line of scrimmage, got the 2 yards back. It is 3rd and 10 for Beavercreek. Edgewood learned their lesson. They're not going to let him go right up the middle this time. And they're going to try the edge, and the Cougars are going to close that gap. That is number 27, Jace Couch, with the stop, bringing down Gilbert. And it is going to be 4th down, and Beavercreek is going to punt the ball, and Edgewood is going to get it with 2:29 left here in this exciting first quarter. It'll be Edgewood's ball. They'll be probably about the 35 themselves. Let's see, actually looks like they're spotted at the 40, and I forgot about the runoff. So 2:20 on the clock will be where we are when Edgewood takes over at their own 40-yard line. Looks like they're gonna talk this one over for a change. They've been going fast and just staying at the line, letting the coaches kind of them and talk about it. This time they are huddling up before this drive. First drive was 3 and out. The second one was on the third play, a 62-yard touchdown run. So let's see if they can break this 7-7 tie. Edgewood to the line now, getting everyone set. We got Cash Driscoll and Ryan Coffey in the backfield. I didn't quite catch it, but I think Landon Barbary is still at quarterback. Yep, gets a thumbs up from the coach. And this handoff is to number 40. Got a great block along the left side and picks up about 5 yards. Ryan Coffey with a great block. Jace Couch setting that edge for him, or giving him the edge, I guess I should say. and it was finally brought down by Mick Gilliam. It's 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Landon Barbary, the final words from the coach, gets the thumbs up, and they're ready to go. Fakes the handoff. He's running backwards here. I'm not sure what's going on here. He's trying to get to the edge, but going the wrong way. And looks like he managed to stay in bounds to almost get, actually, he managed to get about 3 or 4 yards out of that. He ran a long way to get those 3 or 4 yards. And he started going backwards to try and get that edge. It does look like a 4-yard run for Barbary. Makes it 3rd and 1 for Edgewood. So now it's just the skill position players holding up with the coach. The line is ready to go. And they break the huddle. 3rd and 1. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Here at Sycamore High School. The top-seeded Edgewood Cougars and the number 3 seed Beavercreek tied at 7. This is Driscoll takes a snap. This time he tries to go around the edge and is tripped up by Stringer. Number 22 strung him out there. So a good job of making the stop by Cooper Stringer. Now decision for Edgewood. It is going to be 4th and 3 after the 2-yard loss. They could go for this. They could punt. We are approaching the end of the quarter. They might have a little more time if they take their time here. They may get the quarter to choose. The whole team is coming back to the huddle for this play. They are breaking the huddle. I don't know if they're going to get this play off. 5 seconds to go. By the time they get lined up, I'm pretty sure the quarter is going to be over. But when we come back, Edgewood is going to be, looks like they are going to be going for it on 4th and 3. We're tied after 1 quarter, 7-7.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
So a big decision early for Edgewood. It is 4th and 3 early. First play of the second quarter here. Looks like the Cougars are going to stay on the field and go for this. The score is tied 7-7. They're taking a little extra time talking about this before breaking the huddle, and now they are ready. The Cougars ready for this big 4th down play. Back to Landon Barbary under center with 3 options at running back. And the Cougars have showed they're not afraid to give the ball to anyone in this offense. They actually have an option there at the right too. Oh, a little early movement. I think we're going to have a penalty, and that might change the decision making for the Cougars. A false start by Edgewood. They were ready to fire off that ball, just maybe a little too ready. Now it's going to be 4th and 8, and not much of a decision now. It is a punt by the Cougars. So the Cougars defenders will head onto the field. The offense was still talking about, but the officials had already indicated the punt. So 15 seconds will run off the clock. And we will move down to probably about the 25, or see if they 25 or 30, or actually we're going to put this at the 35 or the now. They talk it over. It is going to be the 35 is where Beavercreek is going to start. Tied at 7. The Beavers scored on their second play of the game, a 62-yard run by Evan Drager. They were stopped on their last drive and had the punt. The score is still tied 7-7 here. Great facility here at Sycamore. We see some of the other teams already warming up on some of the side fields here. Plenty of room here. And a nice new facility here for the high school to play at. So here are the Beavers as they fake a handoff. Edgewood right in the backfield. There, you take your pick of who made that stop. That was Drager with nowhere to go. He turned around and was just dragged down by pretty much the entire defensive line of the Cougars. 2-yard loss. So Cougars could have caught their footing here on defense. The defensive line, including Brentley Rourke and Bo Wells. And I think I'm leaving somebody out. Sorry about that. There is another big stop in the backfield. That was Brantley Rourke right in the backfield with the stop of Jackson Van Winkle. And another 2-yard loss or 3-yard loss, looks like that one. And the Beavers going backwards, and there's looks like a timeout. Looks like there's a player down after the play, but he's headed to the sideline on his own, so Beavercreek will make the appropriate substitution. He'll go a rest on that sideline, and it'll be 3rd and 15 for Beavercreek. Looking to solve this Edgewood defensive line that has been in the backfield basically at the snap 2 straight plays. Let's see what Beavercreek can solve it here on 3rd and 15. A tall order, even if they just get some good blocking here. And again, this time it is number 9 for Edgewood who makes the stop. That defensive line showing out there. So undoubtedly going to be a punt attempt for Beavercreek as they went nowhere on that drive. Lost yards on every play, and we're still going to talk about this. I think they might be just giving themselves a little rest, and just got a quick look at Edgewood and then the punts. So 15 seconds will run off the clock. Will be about to 5.5 minutes to go. Edgewood will have another chance to break this 7-7 tie. So the Cougars, they've been moving a little bit closer their last few drives. The first one started at the 35, or actually, yeah, the first 2 started at the 35. And the last one was the 40. Now they're starting at the 45. Their defense has been getting them closer little by little. 5:35 to go in the first half. A 7-7 score here as they break the huddle. The Cougars have been sticking with Landon Barbary under center at quarterback all game. But it hasn't just been him. He's been handing the ball all over the place. Once, as usual, 3 options in the backfield for him. This time, it is Driscoll, number 1, going up the middle, breaking through. Coaches get out of the way, and he is going to be finally dragged down from behind by Nolan Gilbert. But a great job by Cash Driscoll breaking through the line down to the 25-yard line, a 30-yard run. And Edgewood is in business. 1st and 10 at the Beavercreek 25, and Beavercreek is going to take a timeout to talk things over with 5:13 to go in the second quarter.
free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So an already zesty Edgewood fan base really get into it during that overtime, that 30-yard run by Cash Driscoll, getting them into it. We're tied at 7, but the Cougars are down at the Beavercreek 25-yard line. They're stomping and cheering, making the press box shake a little bit. Fortunately, it's a brand new facility, so we are secure in here. So the Cougars getting everyone lined up. Again, it's Owen Lyons in the backfield with Ryan Coffey and Cash Driscoll, who just broke that big run. Barbary is going to hand off to number 40. That's Coffey with the run. He is brought down for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. It's going to be 2nd and 10. There's a good timeout there by Beavercreek as they slowed the momentum and got a stop for no gain there. Brings up 2nd down. So Edgewood adding a little more size in the backfield. Dangledine back there. Looks like he scored the conversion attempt for them. And he's going to actually look like they're going to position him on the left here. And behind him is going to be Jace Couch. And it is going to be Couch getting the handoff. Has a hole on the left side. Working his way down the left side and brought down from behind, but he is going to get the first down. Brought down by Evan Drager. Good job by Jace Couch getting that edge. His blockers gave him the room. He found that hole. And he's down to the 13-yard line, a 12-yard gain. 1st and 10. Edgewood driving, under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Score tied 7-7. This is the Bearcat bracket of the K1 division of the GCYFL playoffs. The championship game here. The final day of the season. Season started way back in August 16th. Here we are in November. Wrapping things up. Barbary takes a snap. Couch again. There's a whistle and a false start before the snap. So Beavercreek's going to go back. Looks like they're actually at the 12-yard line or the 13-yard line. So they're going to go back to the 18 here. Will be 1st and 15 for the Cougars. So they've been breaking off some big runs. So this might not be too big of a problem, but you never want to give yourself extra work if you don't have to here. We got Couch and Owen Lyons, Jace Couch and Owen Lyons in the backfield. Barbary is going to be Couch getting the handoff again. And he is brought down by Murphy for the Beavercreek. So that's Maverick Murphy with the stop. It looks like he had some help. There is I believe a player down, an official timeout here with 2:50 to go in the second quarter.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So there was a player down for the Cougars. He's getting some help to the sideline. It's like maybe a foot or ankle there as he's getting some help to the sidelines, and now the coaches will be looking at it. Tells the 15 or the 16. The sticks are at the 16, but the ball looks more like the 15 to me. And now they do move it to the 15. So it is going to be 2nd and 12 for Edgewood here. Couch has gotten the ball the last couple carries, but he's out of the game for this play. So down they see someone else here. We got Owen Lyons and Cash Driscoll. down behind Landon Barbary. Looks back to the coach, gets approval for the play, and it is going to be Coffee getting Harry to the right side, trying to get, and he does get around the edge. He is going to be brought down by Drager just short of the first down marker, but it is going to be a 3rd and short for Edgewood after Ryan Coffey gets that handoff. So they are 3rd and 1 at the 4. Just 1 yard to go for a first down for Edgewood. 4 yards for a touchdown. Head towards about 2 minutes ago in the half. Score tied at 7. Edgewood has been working those edges, off tackle and end runs, but let's see if maybe they test the middle. Just one backfield, just Coffee in the backfield here. With Barbary under center. It's going to be Coffee to the right side. He's got the first down, bounces outside and gets to the corner of the end zone. Ryan Coffey finishes off this nice Edgewood drive with a 4-yard touchdown run with 1:33 remaining before halftime, and Edgewood moves ahead 13-7. So 2 straight scores by the Cougars after that early Beavercreek bolt. The 62-yard touchdown run by Drager put Beavercreek ahead, but Edgewood has responded. They had a 62-yard run themselves by Owen Lyons, and this is Ryan Coffey getting in for 4 yards. A nice drive that started at the Edgewood 45. Didn't overcome a penalty late in the drive. Coffey also had actually that was Cash Driscoll had a 30-yard run early to really jumpstart this drive. So Edgewood looking to add to its lead. 13-7 right now. 1:33 to go in the first half of the Bearcat championship game. It is going to be, I think Driscoll's actually going to be, oh no, there's Barbary. He's going to keep it himself, work to the left side. He is going to be a close call. It is, no, he's going to be short, just short. Great job by Beavercreek walling off that and not letting him get around the end. The try is no good, and the score remains 13-7, Edgewood ahead.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, Wizard Academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
So there's 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Edgewood has its first lead of the game, 13-7. Beavercreek is going to have to wait to try a response as Edgewood calls a timeout. This is one of, as I mentioned, 3 games going on, 3 championship games going on today at Mason in the K1 division. It is Indian Hill taking on Mason. And in the Bobcat division at Talawanda, all the Bobcat games are going on in Talawanda. That is Sycamore. They are playing up at Talawanda against Anderson Black in the Bobcat championship game. Yesterday at Nippert Stadium, the number 1 seed Lakota Black came through with a 6-0 win over Fairfield. There are 6 games at most of these sites. There's actually a 7th here in Sycamore. Then we have the Spirit Bowl added to our day. Edgewood, their sideline heading up to midfield. I'm not sure they're getting ready for halftime or just to cheer on their defense. So things are set here. As Beavercreek takes over, trying to tie the score. That ball is loose. Not sure who has it in the bottom of the pile. It is, looks like Beavercreek did fall on it. Dingledine almost was on there to rip it away, but the Beavers have the ball, and there's going to be an official timeout.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So looks like one of the Beavers was shaken up on that play, but he heads to the sidelines. 1 yard loss on the play. As the clock will continue to run, Beavercreek having no answer for this Edgewood front line. They've been in the backfield just about at the snap every play these last couple drives. They're just trying to think at this point, get to halftime. Driscoll he hands the ball in the backfield, sprinting out to the right and tracked down from behind. That was Gilbert who carried it. Let's see who ran him down. That was Ryan Coffey with a stop. Edgewood is going to take a timeout with 42 seconds remaining. They're going to stop this clock and try and give them a chance to get the ball back one more time in this half. Creek actually managed to run the play, but there was still Cougars all in the backfield as Drager was able to hand that ball off to Nolan Gilbert. He looked like he had a chance to get around the edge, but Ryan Coffey, who's been making some big plays here in the second quarter, brought him down for a loss, a 5-yard loss. It's 3rd and 16. Beavercreek at their own 29, 42 seconds. I think right now their goal is to get to halftime with the score still 13-7. And talk about stopping this momentum. There is just a run up the middle by Drager. He gains maybe a yard, and Edgewood takes what I believe is their final timeout with 37 seconds left in the half. So they're going to talk this over. The Beavers are at their own 30, undoubtedly going to be punting. The officials already giving them the ball back and getting that all set up. 30 or 15 seconds will run off the clock. So it should move it down to 22 seconds for Edgewood to work with. See if they can work some magic here. They broke a couple long runs. They had the 62-yard touchdown by Lions. Driscoll had a 30-yard run. They will start this drive at the 45 again, just like they did last drive. It did take them about 4 minutes to score on that drive. Here they only have 22 seconds to work with. Before halftime, Edgewood got hit early with the 62-yard run on the second play of the game by Beavercreek, but they've responded with 2 touchdowns and looking to see if they might be able to add a third before halftime. They're out of timeout, so if they're tackled in bounds, I don't know that they're going to get more than one play. Well, I guess they did have one more timeout because they just took one. So the coach is counting up players. Looks like they may have had too many on the field there. So now I'm going to say they're out of timeouts. I think they might have gotten the one back earlier. There is a signal for them being out of timeout. So now it is official. Edgewood is out of timeouts with 22 seconds left. So if they are tackled inbounds, we are probably going to halftime. So it's touchdown or nothing on this play, pretty much. Or they could get out of bounds. So there's a handoff. Lions is brought down in the backfield by Gillum. Edgewood, I think they're going to try and rush back the line. Mick Gillum with the stop, but I don't know if they're going to get another snap off. They're trying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do get the snap off. A bit of, there was a false start as they were rushing their way to trying getting the snap off. With 1 second remaining, the penalty was with 1 second, but I think the clock will run out the snap. So let's see. They're putting the second on the clock. And then they're going to run that second off. And now we are at halftime. So at halftime of our first game, the K1 Bearcat Championship game here at Sycamore of the GCYFL playoffs. And Edgewood is ahead of Beavercreek 13-7.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Very much.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, Wizard Academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today. When you support us on Patreon, you're not just supporting a broadcast. You're fueling a mission to build love, pride, and to uplift every team, every athlete, everywhere. Visit us on patreon.com/eDriven score to show your support.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
There's a lot happening in our sports community, and we don't want you to miss a moment. From live stream schedules, athlete shoutouts, to local events and giveaways, our newsletter keeps you informed. It's not just news, it's a reminder of why we show up, why this matters. Join our newsletter today, stay informed, stay inspired, be part of the movement.
In a world
T-shirt,
dominated.
hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So we are back for the second half here at Sycamore High School. We are in the Bearcat bracket, the championship game of the GCYFL playoffs. We have the top seed Edgewood Cougars meeting the number 3 seed Beavercreek Black Beavers. Edgewood up 13-7. Beavercreek will get first crack here in the second half. They struggled on offense. They did hit the big play early. Evan Drager went right up the middle on that aggressive front line, and he went 62 yards, but since then, it's been the Edgewood defensive line winning that battle, holding Beavercreek without a first down since that play. So let's see what Beavercreek can do as the official gives us the ready for play with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. First of 7 games here at Sycamore. Coming up next, we have Mason and Lebanon Maroon in the second grade bracket, second grade division. And I believe some of those players are already warming up, getting ready for their contest, but we still have things to settle here in the K1 division. 10 seconds on the play clock as the coaches get their players lined up. Looks like Drager is going to stay at quarterback for Beavercreek. And some movement before the snap. Question is who is first. It looks like Beavercreek was first to move, so that will be a false start on the Beavers. So they will move back 5 yards and face a 1st and 15. Didn't need to make things any harder for themselves here, but they did. So, false start on the first play means they will move back 5 yards to start the second half. Now, Drager will take the snap. Try to work up the middle, nothing there. Just walled off. Might have pushed forward for a yard. But again, that defensive line from Edgewood not moving. Maybe give the credit to Brantley Rourke on the tackle. So, may have actually gotten 2 yards out of that. We'll call it 2nd and 13 from the 32. Beavercreek gets set. Tight formation. This is going to be a handoff to Van Winkle. Trying to get the edge, does slip through one tackle, cuts back inside, and the Edgewood defense is there to bring him down. Looks like Jace Couch back in the game. Good to see that. He was on the stop, along with number 30, Sailor Schlabach, with a stop, a gain out to the 32-yard line. So maybe another yard on that play by Jackson Van Winkle. 3rd and 12 from the 33. So let's see if Beavercreek can get this big yardage back. There's another early start. This one is going to be against Edgewood. That got that aggressive defensive line to jump off sides. And they get the 5 yards from the false start back. So makes it a little bit easier. 3rd and 7 from the 38. Let's see if Beavercreek can take advantage. Edgewood sideline or stands cheering on their side. Liking what they're seeing so far, up 13-7. Under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Drager looks things over and takes a snap. Quick handoff. And Driscoll is going to bring down the ball carrier in the backfield. David Kaleli had nowhere to go. He got the ball, and Cash Driscoll was right there for the big loss. Back to the 30-yard line, an 8-yard loss. And I think, yep, Beavercreek is going to have to punt again. Another big stop by this Edgewood defense. Up 13-7. Time will run off to about 5 minutes for them to get the ball back. And they'll have it once again at their own 45. I believe the last 3 drives have all started at the 45, with one will be with 5 minutes remaining. So, fortunately, that is not my car that needs to be moved, so we are secure here. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Edgewood breaks out of their first possession of the second half. Chance to build on a 13-7 lead, and the way their defense is playing, another score would just make it just almost, I don't want to say impossible, but very difficult for Beavercreek to come back. So Barbary gets the approval from the coach. There's a handoff. This is, cuts back inside, slips through a tackle. Coffee still on his feet, working back to left side, he's still on his feet. And finally brought down by Drager. What a run by Ryan Coffee, slipping through about half of the Beavercreek defense. Managed to hold him to 4 yards though, but an impressive 4-yard run by Ryan Coffee. He had a touchdown. He has also his other 4-yard run was the deciding touchdown at this point. They put Edgewood ahead 13-7. That's where we stand. So there is the handoff. This will be Owen Lyons around the edge. Coffee with the block. Lyons cuts back, gets the first down, and is down short of the 42-yard line, but he is in the Beavercreek territory. A couple of Beavers down there. Looks like probably Drager and Gilbert on the stop. But a nice run there for Edgewood. They're down to the Beavercreek 42-yard line, 1st and 10. So Dingledine and Driscoll in the backfield. Dingledine will block. Driscoll will get it. Ball comes out. It's still loose, and I'm not sure. Ty will go to the offense, so Driscoll will get the ball back. Also, almost getting that ball for Beavercreek was Cohen Weger. But a 2-yard gain by Driscoll makes it 2nd and 8. Over halfway through this third quarter, Edgewood up 13-7 and looking to add to it. Already one first down to this drive. Barbary gets the approval for this play. There is Dingledine right up the middle. He gets maybe a yard, brought down by Bennett Combs. So Edgewood going right up the middle, just like Beavercreek did on their touchdown run. That was just a 1-yard gain for Edgewood, down to the 39, a 3rd and 7. I don't think this is probably going to be 2 plays here to get this first down for Edgewood. So they don't necessarily need to get all 7 here, but I'm sure they'd like to get as much as they can. And looks like Driscoll's going to take the snap. And little confusion on that play. Weger brought him down. Driscoll sort of offered the ball up to a couple ball carriers. Neither one took it, and by that time, Cohen Weger was in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Or even more than that. So they're at the 4-yard loss. 4th and 11 from the 43. Edgewood. Looks like they're still going to go for it. Just over a minute remaining in the, actually about 90 seconds remaining in the quarter. Barbary back to center, back to quarterback rather. Under center. It's going to be a handoff. Lions have a chance. He is going to be brought down short, however, at the 35-yard line. And a big stop by this Beavercreek defense. They'll get the ball back with 1:14 remaining in the third quarter. So Beavercreek will head back onto the offensive side of the ball. This time, well, they'll start at the usual spot back at the 35. Just for any drives after scores or start halves begin. That's where they started this half. And they did actually gain a few yards at least on their last possession, but still no first downs since that big touchdown run by Drager. But Beavercreek has kept themselves within one play. If they can do it again, they'll have a chance to tie and possibly even take the lead. So they're still very much in this game with 1:14 to go in the third quarter. So Drager fakes the handoff. He's around the left side. He's got some room. Drager is being chased and brought down by Owen Lyons, but a big pickup by Evan Drager around the left side down to the Edgewood 33-yard line, it looks like. 32 yards on that carry. And we are under a minute remaining. A big play for Beavercreek. Another one like that, and they are in the end zone. So they may have figured something out here. And it looks like Dolan Gilbert is going to be taking the snap for Beavercreek. He's up trying to push his way up the middle and does not get very far before he's brought down by Waden Wyatt. Another big stop by that Edgewood defensive line. Looked like he gained about a yard. So 2nd and 9 from the 32. Looks like Drager's going to be off to the side. And it's going to be Gilbert trying the edge, but stopped by Andre Boyd. Looks like he had a little bit of help on that left side. A 1-yard pickup, and there's going to be an official's timeout as we actually reach the end of the third quarter as well. There'll be 1 quarter remaining. Edgewood up 13-7.
This weekend, step into adventure with Escape Room Family in Cincinnati. Pick from 5 theme experiences: the castle, the jungle, pirate ship, Wizard Academy, and our seasonal special. Team up, solve clever puzzles, escape together. Book now and turn an ordinary day into unforgettable fun. Escape Room Family, book the fun today.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
So 1 quarter remains here. The Bearcat championship game of the GCYFL playoffs here at Sycamore High School. Edgewood up on Beavercreek 13-7, but Beavercreek is driving. They have reached the Edgewood 30-yard line. They face a 3rd and 7. A big 32-yard run by Evan Drager got Beavercreek down here. They've tried testing that Edgewood defense. A couple runs by Nolan Gilbert. That stout Edgewood defense. Most plays they've been giving up maybe 1 or 2 yards. Beavercreek has found a hole once or twice. Looks like is that a new quarterback even. So there's the handoff, and oh, just tripped up. Is number 15 for Beavercreek. Coffee with the stop. That was Murphy for Beavercreek as they try some different quarterbacks out. So 1 yard gain, 4th and 6. Beavercreek right back to the line. 4th down. Murphy still at quarterback. There's some movement. So Edgewood, and they're going to get Edgewood, it looks like, for an offsides. So the ends made a move towards the line, caused the blocker on the end to move. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Makes this a 4th and 1 from the Edgewood 24-yard line. Just 1 yard to gain now for Beavercreek to keep this drive going. They got 1 first down to the 32, or the 33 rather. Now they're trying to get another one inside at least the 23. Murphy looking things over. He's going to left sides. Coffee's been there. It's going to depend on the stop. I think he's probably going to be short. Let's see what we got. And it is. He is about a half a yard short. That Edgewood defensive line comes up big. They wall him off. And Ryan Coffey comes around the edge to bring down the ball carrier half a yard short with just under 7 minutes, 6:59 on the clock. And Edgewood will send their offense back out onto the field, leading 13-7. Beavercreek, though, can take some solace. They found some things on that drive, got 1 first down and just a half yard away from the other. If they can get this ball back, they might be able to break through. But first, they got to get a stop. Edgewood will start on their 24-yard line. Chance to work off a lot of this clock. 7 minutes remaining. An Edgewood team that struggled early on. Lost, I believe, a bit of a losing streak to start the year, but then turned things around late in the season and have been really going great in the second half of the year through this playoff here in the Bearcat bracket and trying to bring home a championship. This is Jace Couch going around the end, slips through. Oh, cannot slip through the second tackle as Cooper Stringer just tripped him up. It looks like like he was going to be able to keep his balance. He made it through one tackle, but not the second. 5-yard loss. So 2nd and 15 for Edgewood as they get things set here. Edgewood leading 13-7 here. Closing in on 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. There's, almost a fumble, but managed to get the handoff off. And Lions is surrounded by a number of Beavers. Murphy is among those. Legger, Van Winkle. So it'll be, looks like they may have gained couple yards there. No, actually lost. Right at the 22. So 3rd and 12. 5.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Edgewood facing a long 3rd down. Trying to hold on to a 13-7 lead. Barbary is going to hand it off to Coffey. To the left side and brought down from behind. Nice tackle by Mick Gilliam, bringing a stop to that run just as it looked like Coffey was getting ahead of steam going, and Edgewood is going to punt. And after the runoff, there'll be just under 5 minutes remaining when Beavercreek gets the ball back. Let's see where they're going to spot this ball at about the 50-yard line. Looks like that is where Beavercreek will be at the 50-yard line. One of 3 championship games going on right now. There's more than 3 today. There's, I think, 19 actually today. There were 6 yesterday. This K1 division in the GCS bracket, Lakota Black beat Fairfield 6-0 at Nippert Stadium yesterday. So Mason and Indian Hill played in the Buckeye bracket. Sycamore and Anderson Black at the Bobcat bracket. But here in the Bearcat bracket, we have under 5 minutes remaining, 4:55 to go. Edgewood leading 13-7, but Beavercreek with a chance. With the ball at the 50-yard line. And I think we got Drager back at quarterback. He takes the handoff, goes left side, has a blocker. Oh, but sneaking in behind that blocker was Jace Couch for tracking him down from behind. Great job by Couch. And Drager had Jackson Van Winkle ahead of him, and if he could have slipped through that one tackle, might have got some big yards, but instead it is no gain. We're back at the 50-yard line, 2nd and 10. This Edgewood sideline, horns, cowbells, everything they could come up with. Just good old-fashioned clapping and yelling. They are cheering their side on. Lots of cheering coming from across the field from the Beavercreek sideline as well. Oh, it looks like there was some movement on the end of the line, and might be give some credit to this Edgewood side stands for that false start. A 5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd and 15 back in Beavercreek territory at the 45. So under 4 minutes remaining now for Beavercreek. And now it's 15 yards for the first down. Drager to the right side. Tried to cut around. Coffee is in his way and holds him up for the rest of the defense to rally round. Rourke, Dingledine, Schlabach. They are all there to bring down Drager. He maybe got a yard or 2. Looks like they're going to give him 2 out of that, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 for Beavercreek. Heading on 3 minutes. They do have all their timeouts, so they could still, they don't necessarily have to get this. They might be able to punt and get one more possession, but while you have the ball, you want to take advantage of every chance you have. 3rd and 13. If they can get about half of this, it might be make that decision of going or punting easier. But we'll see what they do. Drager, there's lots of blockers to the right this time. He's going to hand off to Gilbert. He's going to go to that right side, but the Cougars are going to surround him and not let him actually tackle him for a loss. Coffee again among those on the stop. It'll be 4th down for Beavercreek. We have a shoe tying break, it looks like. Gilbert gets his shoe tied. Now he's good to go. So back at the 45-yard line. So 4th and 15. Looks like they're going to go for this with just over 2 minutes remaining for Beavercreek. Let's see if they got a little something in their bag of tricks here. There are some substitutions in. There's going to be a timeout for Beavercreek with 1:59 remaining, facing a 4th and 15.
Need custom shirts or uniforms fast? For any event, weddings, vacations, reunions, memorials, team building, sports, we've got you. Walk in today and create your own personalized t-shirts, hoodies, or sweatshirts. No minimums, just your design, done fast. We're fast, local, and ready to bring your idea to life.
So just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first of 7 games here at Sycamore, the championship game of the K1 division of the Bearcat bracket here in the GCYFL playoffs. A great day of football, off to a great start here. Edgewood trying to hold on to a 13-7 lead. Beavercreek facing a daunting 4th and 15. They had to use one of their precious timeouts there. I know they would want to hold on to them in case they don't get this, but this play is too important. They were subbing some guys in and out. They want to make sure everyone is on the same page, knows what they're doing for this big 4th down play. Beavercreek needing 15 yards to keep this drive going. Coach with some final instructions to his players, getting everyone lined up. Let's see if they go. Of course, the big play, their touchdown was a simple run right up the middle. If they do something fancy, they might do something like that too. Let's see what they got. It is going to be Drager. It is going to be a handoff to Gilbert. He is going to slip one tackle, but Couch is going to track him down in the backfield inside the 40-yard line. That was a big tackle for loss, and Edgewood is going to have a chance to run out the final 2 minutes. Jace Couch making the tackle in the backfield, giving the ball back to Edgewood with a chance to run out the remaining time. They will be at the Beavercreek 38 to start this drive. 1:52 on the clock. I believe there are 2 timeouts still remaining for Beavercreek. So Edgewood can't just run out all the time, but they can run out a significant amount even if they don't get a first down. If they do get a first down, that might just spell the end for Beavercreek and give Edgewood a championship here in the Bearcat bracket. A strong finish to their season. This Beavercreek team had some good showings on a couple, like 4 or 5 shutouts on defense. So, and they've bowed up after they did give up the long run and the short touchdown, but the second half they have done a good job slowing that Edgewood momentum and keeping their team in the game. So here is Barbary with the handoff. That is, I believe it's Lyons with 2 hands on the ball. Great coaching there. Owen Lyons taking it down to the 35. There is a flag on the play. Probably a hold. So that's going to push them back. Clock is stopped with 1:45 remaining. They're going to move back to the 48. It's going to be 1st and 20. And so let's see. I don't know if some discussion about the clock. The clock will start on the snap, so it will not hurt Beavercreek to take that penalty. So here is Barbary looking. Well, actually, the coach is still working on getting everyone lined up properly. See, Dingledine is back there. I'm gonna guess that's Owen Lyons again. Owen Lyons up the middle, and a nice run. He might have gotten the 10 yards back before he's brought down. And there's going to be a timeout by Beavercreek. Tackle the play by Bennett Combs, but a run by Lyons down to the 40-yard line. So we got 8 of the yards back. Brings 2nd and 12. There's 1:34 on the clock as Beavercreek takes their 2nd timeout. So we got already waiting in the wings here. I see Lebanon Maroon, the number 4 seed, and the number 6 seed Mason. They've made it all the way through to the championship game. They are waiting to take the field next. Hopefully they can put on as good a show as these 2 teams have put on. Some big plays, both teams with 62-yard touchdown runs. And then right now the difference being the Ryan Coffey 4-yard touchdown run by Edgewood late in the first half with a 1:33 to go in the second quarter. Neither team has been able to score since then. I believe the closest anyone got, Beavercreek got inside the 20. They had a 4th and 1 at the 24. And Edgewood got a big stop. And now Edgewood trying to run off the final 1:34. 2nd and 12 here for Edgewood. Beavercreek one more timeout. So Marbury with Coffey and Dingledine behind him. It'll be Coffey getting the handoff. He is going to be brought down by Van Winkle in the backfield at about the 41 or 42. And there's going to be Beavercreek's final timeout with 1:28 remaining. It'll be Edgewood facing a 3rd down. They lost a yard on that play. So it'll be 3rd and 13 for Edgewood as they talk this over. 1:28 left. Yep, there's the official signal that was Beavercreek's final timeout. Edgewood can run this play, and then not sure, they might actually run both plays just to run off time and see if they can break something and keep the ball to run out the time on offense and not even give Beavercreek a chance. So first it'll be this 3rd down play for Edgewood. 1:28 to go. Figure this will be at least about 40 seconds run off before at least Beavercreek can get the ball back. So they'll have a little more than 30 seconds if they manage to get a stop here to try to answer. So first it is going to be Marbury keeping himself. He hasn't done much of that this game, but he does here, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, and he's going to keep going and finally be brought down inside the 10-yard line, but that might just about do it. A great run by Landon Barber. He's been handing it off all game. This time he keeps it himself. Coach picks him up in celebration down to the 7-yard line. Finally brought down by David Kaleli, but not before a big gain, a big 34-yard gain down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal with under a minute remaining. Beavercreek does not have any timeouts. So Edgewood, they're going to talk this over. We'll see if they try and punch this in or they can just take a knee and run out the time. We'll see what the coach elects to do here. But it looks like Edgewood is going to be coming home with the Bearcat Championship. Here, their fans cheering, the players lining up at midfield already, ready to celebrate. All their players are taking a knee, so they just need the quarterback to follow suit to run out one more play. Under 30 seconds remaining. So just getting everyone lined up in case of a bad snap. Marbury takes the snap. And there's the knee. Driscoll does take a knee, and that's going to run out the remaining time. Congratulations to the Edgewood Cougars as they celebrate a Bearcat Bracket Championship. A exciting 13-7 win against the Beavercreek Beavers. A great game by both sides. Great action, but it is Edgewood who's going to be taking that drive home with the championship. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to everybody on a great season, a great show, and we got another great game coming up between Mason and Lebanon Maroon.